folkzinhos. Cool, so I think the chord for me that really was a game changer was the major 7th chord. And it really brought me from playing sort of pop music and writing songs in like, you know, D, G, and A to using these major 7ths and really getting into disco and soul and like new soul and things like that. The major 7th chord sounds like this. It's really beautiful. And so let's get right into it. So the first version that we'll do of this chord will be sort of this open A version. And what we're gonna do, so this is an A major, right? This is A, and then so is this, right? A. This is the octave, right? And the major 7th is the one right before the octave. So this is the octave, one down from the octave. That's the major 7th. And so if I play my A major chord, but instead of playing this octave, I play the major 7th, I'll switch the fingers. And I have the A major 7th. And of course, you can think of this open chord as the bar being down here. So then you can move this all over the place. Right, so A sharp, B, C, A sharp, B, so on and so forth. So your root is on the 5th string, right? So A sharp, B, C, E, so on and so forth. So that's one voicing. That's one way of playing this chord. There's many ways of playing this chord, right? There's many voicings, many inversions. I'm just gonna go over the ones that I feel are more widely used or that I use a lot, that I really like. So that one is really common, right? Mother, right? Really beautiful chords. Another version of this chord is if we have the root on the 6th string. So if we're playing, let's say we're playing G, where the root is up here, this is G. So let's do the same kind of recipe, right? So that's the root, G, there's my octave, they're both Gs. And we said that the major 7th is one before the octave, right? So I'll move this guy down. That's the major 7th. So if I look at what I was playing before, I want to move this one down. So I could play that. That's one of them. And another way is just to play these 4 notes. Right? So from there, I'm going to skip this guy, I'm going to skip this guy. So I'm going to play strings 6, 4, 3, and 2 by playing it like this. It kind of just goes right into this chord. You can control each note. It's used a lot in like bossa nova and things like that I really like playing. So I really like this way of playing this chord, I guess. So G, G sharp, A, B major 7th, C major 7th, C major 7th. Little trick, right? So I'm not playing strings 5 or 1. I'm only playing strings 6, 4, 3, and 2. And then what I'm doing with my index finger here is I'm lightly resting, not pressing all the way down, but lightly touching the 5th string, so that it's muted. And I'm kind of doing the same thing with my middle finger with the 1st string. I'm lightly touching it so that it's muted. And then I'm plucking, right? So we have these two shapes for the major seventh, and I'll show you 3 more shapes. So again, on the 5th string, so we said we have this shape for the major 7th chord, and so D major 7th right there. And there's another shape we can do, which looks just like this. Right, and I'm playing all these strings, and I'm not playing the 6th one. You could play it if you wanted to. You'd be playing the 3rd here, which is fine. It's part of the chord. But if I just play 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 strings, it sounds pretty clean. Right? And you can think of this shape as sort of your C shape, and then removing this finger, right? So this is C, C major 7th. Right? This is the octave, C, C. And we said the major 7th is one before. So that's C major 7th, right? And here's my bar. So if I move it, cool. So on the 5th string, if your root is on the 5th string, we have this version or this version. Right? Same chord. On the 6th string. And then I want to show you guys two versions of the major 7th chord where the root is on the 4th string. So let's think about I think this is the easiest one. Maybe as you've played like an F chord, sometimes you can play it like this, and then sometimes if you lift this finger, if you don't play the 1st string, it sounds like that, right? And I've done that. I always really liked this chord. I didn't know what it was called until I found out, and I was like, oh, this is a major 7th chord. That's why it sounds so nice. Right? So if we look at this shape, right, this is F, and this is the F major chord. This is the octave of F. F, 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 F. And so the major 7th will be one below that one, which in this case is just open. So it looks just like this. That's the major 7th. If I move it up now, and again, this is the root, right? So if in this case, for example, I'm playing G major 7th, which is also here, which is also here, which is also here. Okay? So the root on the 4th string. And then the last one with the root on the 4th string is, instead of the root and then the chord is formed this way, the root is here and the chord is formed this way. So it's this shape here. It's the root here, and then these 3 notes. In this case, this is a G major 7th. And you can think of this as coming from, let's say, the D chord, right? The D shape. On this D chord, this is the root, this is D, and so is this. This is a D as well. Octave. If we want to find the major 7th, we said it's one before the octave. Right? So this is my chord. And this one I'll move down. Which you can just do like that. Right? If I change my fingering, it's like I'm pressing over here, right? All right, yeah, there you have it. Hey everyone, if you like that video, please subscribe. Thanks.